All right, Buffs Nation, thank you so much for your patience. We are here with one of my favorite segments of the week. Starting our week off right. We definitely need that good mojo. We need that encouragement. We need all the good vibes going into this week. Remember, this team has the opportunity to do something that no other Buffs team has done, and that is beat USC. Come on now. We got to get it going. So, really thrilled to hear from Colin Moore about his experience in Oregon, and then also taking some time to look at what do we hope to see this week going up against USC. So y'all be sure to let me know who's watching in the comments, where you're from, all of that. Without further ado, the great himself, Colin Moore. How are you doing, man?
Man, good, man. Blessed. Hey, appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and get started because I would assume this was your first time in
Yeah,
Oregon. And I just remember seeing your videos being like, man, this is just
yeah,
such a beautiful place. I love Oregon. This is the time to be there kind of in this early fall. It's just absolutely beautiful. Take us through your emotions when you
man.
first arrived.
Man, really the whole thing was blessed because soon as my flight went from Tampa to Las Vegas. So I'm in Las Vegas and I'm looking around, seeing they got they want you to spend your money as soon as you get in there. Like, nah, y'all ain't getting my cash. Then when I'm on the plane, I'm gonna post that. I'm on the plane about to leave, and some said, because I got the window. I didn't have the window coming in. I was like
Mhm.
in the middle seat, but I got the window going out to Oregon. So I said, let me look out there. Man, I looked out there. It was fake to me. It looked so fake because I'm like, that's Las Vegas right there. Like it was literally right there. I'm talking about the whole thing was right there. And I'm like, this look, man, I don't know if I could explain it good, but just imagine you look to your right and all the things you done heard about Las Vegas is right there. Because any other airport I went to, you just see field and
Yeah.
maybe a city in the background. But I'm seeing the whole Las Vegas. I'm seeing the big buildings that they talk about on movies and everything. And then, man, I'm looking over there like, yeah, Lee. It looked fake. It looked like a stage because I couldn't believe it. I'm like, dog. Then I look over further out, you see the Las Vegas Raiders stadium. I'm like, yeah. I was like, I think this is where they play the Pac-12 championship. I'm like, Coach
Yes.
Prime will be
Mhm.
here. I'm like, oh, this another easy flight. I said, this flight ain't bad. So I'm just looking at it and I'm in awe, like, that's really Las Vegas. Golly. So I got a video of it and I'm gonna post it probably sometime tonight. I couldn't believe that was Las Vegas, like right there. But all right, boom. Now we leave there and we come into so as we flying, man, the mount how Las Vegas set up, Nevada,
Yeah.
Nevada, it was beautiful. I'm like, golly. Then we get into Oregon, and I see three mountains, and I see the white stuff on top. So I said, "Wow, I ain't never seen that before." So I'm looking like, golly. And then I see so many trees. So I was like, I wonder what state we in by now. And then boom, we was in Oregon. Then Oregon, as you flying in, man, you see all the water and you see all the boats and everything. I was like, oh boy, they on that water chilling. I
Mhm.
was like, they doing it better than how we do in Florida. Got to Portland, got to Portland because I went with the Portland because Portland was cheaper than or Eugene. Eugene tried to bust you across the head. Buy ya. I want all your cash. But Portland was like, nah, we'll take it easy on you. Come on, fly through us. So I flew through there, drove down to Eugene.
Mhm.
When I'm driving through the state of Oregon, I'm like, wow, Oregon look good. I'm like, man, this all right. It's kind of little breezy out there, but I'm all right. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Then we get there to Oregon and I walk to the stadium. I'm checking out the stadium. I'm walking through, seeing everything. And then one of the guys I interviewed, he works for Oregon. So he was like, man, let me show you the indoor facility. Seen the indoor facility, man. That thing looked good. He walked me through the other stuff. I would have seen everything, but we caught each other at a late time. And then Coach Prime them, they came in. So I
Okay.
seen them coming up. Man, listen, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful.
Man, it Yeah, Oregon at this time of year, man, it's really the time to be there. And I mean, it just looking from your video, watching the game, here on TV. I mean, the atmosphere just looked electric. What was that like? This was the first time that Oregon fans they pulled off like the checkered pattern, in the stadium and all of that. How did Oregon Autzen Stadium compare to some of the other college environments you've been to?
Well, everywhere I've done been to 3 stadiums this year: TCU, Oregon, and Colorado. All
Mhm.
beautiful. I guess when people pour into their athletic program, they pour into it. So they all beautiful. Oregon just had the biggest ever scoreboard. It was so big. I want to try to describe how big it was, but it was too big. It was too big, man. I couldn't picture what I had seen to match that. The matter of fact, the Jumbotron is probably the largest one in the country,
Yeah.
if not number one. But check this. Goliath could sit there and watch that. He could watch that. He's a god dog. You know what's the man that be up the little green thing, climb up in the sky? What's the little man that cut the little thing down and everybody fall? I can't think of the cartoon thing, but he could sit way up
You
there.
talking about Jack and the Beanstalk?
Yeah. Hey, whoever was up there at the top, you can watch it from down there. That's how big it was. And then everything about Oregon was nice. Like the whole stadium, the baseball field was fly. The softball field was fly. Everything had the O on it. I didn't want to tell everybody while I was there. Boy, them Oregon colors look smooth. Boy, I'm talking about they had that green and black. Boy, that thing looks so good out there. And then check this now. When we in the stadium, I said, let me walk around the stadium. I see Bodacious or something like that. I say, Bodacious. I say, this boy got his own t-shirt. I say, ooh, look at Bo. Bo got his own t-shirt. Man, then I seen on the wall. That they had him like, he was standing like this, like, yeah, he made a big boy play.
Mhm.
And they had Bodacious on it. I said, this man living the life in Oregon. Now, the city didn't look like it had that much to offer a student. Is like you focus on football and you hit that lead. So it almost reminds me of what they say a Green Bay is. Like
Yeah.
it's an amazing spot, amazing to play ball, but it's just play ball and I don't know, it's just different. So
Yeah.
while we there in the game, man, I was trying to figure out. Remember, I was trying to tell y'all which side I think we're gonna play on. I understood why they put us on the side they put us on. It was like see, nobody ain't gonna understand this. They not even you may not even believe me. It was like a cheat code with that stadium. Cause soon as we get the ball, the crowd erupts and you can't hear nothing. I don't even know how Shador hiked the ball. I don't know how
Wow.
they figured out to hike the ball, bro. It was that loud. I'm talking about you couldn't hear nothing. I tried to give y'all a series of how it is,
Mhm.
but that couldn't even do justice. It was so loud. I said to myself, dog, I feel bad for him because how can you call a play? How can you do anything out here? It was like a natural cheat code. But check this out. Everywhere Coach Prime go, he breaks the record. This time, they didn't have a new record, but it ranked 6th in their history of attendance. That's what Coach Prime do. I heard the people saying, hey, I'm just here to watch Coach Prime. I see Coach Prime right there. I'm just ready to watch him. Then check this out, y'all. Going to you know how normally halftime you can go to an area and nobody can attack you if they wanted to?
Uh-huh.
Well, at Oregon, if they wanted to, they could sit up top and throw everything they wanted at you the way they got it set out. Like Oregon Stadium here. You see how you walk out the stadium where we came in? You walk out the stadium and you walk out there where everybody at. Everybody was out there. The whole stadium was watching Coach Prime them walk in and walk out. And if they wanted to, want to throw an orange, want to throw a baseball, whatever they wanted to throw, they could have hit them. Like they was right there to target practice if they wanted to. Now they probably would have went to jail, but Oregon did that to just mess you up. Like you can't even get comfortable because you walking out right into the people. Like normally you walk out and you walk into the stadium. They set it up now. We don't care about y'all. Visiting team, we don't care about y'all. Then you got to they set up a tent for us to do interviews in with Coach Prime. So you had a tent. Like if it was raining hard, you'd have heard all the rain on the thing. Man, hey, it was beautiful out there, man. And I seen the checker color coordinator, but I didn't think that was the first time ever, but they did that for Prime. So it looked good. From the jump, man, that game was in their hands. From the jump, it was in their hands, y'all.
Like, I was curious to hear about how pregame and just did it feel different than the other games that you've been around the team for?
At TCU, you know you ready to prove yourself. We won. Nebraska, we proved ourselves at home. We won. Came back Colorado State, we won. Now, I ain't saying Colorado State took a lot out of us, but we fought like a dog to get that game, right? Then you come to Oregon, and I thought we was going to have a good chance, but, man, the way they had that thing going, they was hiking the ball, and they had so many misdirections. I was getting confused trying to watch the ball. I'm like, all right, he got it. No, he close enough. I got dog. Okay, next play I'm going to watch. All right. He got. Oh, the running back got it. God, dog. I thought he pulled that. Like, you really, it was a lot of misdirection, man. But it was so loud, you couldn't hear nothing on offense. So at the time I thought we was finna make a shift, they did that fake punt. Now, to y'all on TV, it might not have felt like we was finna do something, but boy, we was making a couple stops. We was kind of getting that offense. We was trying to get used to it. And then they did that fake punt. And I think that took us out of it. Because I think we would have went down and scored heading this way. I think we really would have scored. Now, I know say that we don't know, but when that fake punt went, man, that was all she wrote. It was kind of out of hand out the gate. They just was moving that ball. Bam, 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 bam. It just never flowing our way.
Yeah. It was one of those, man. I really feel like it was after the fake punt. You know, it was just kind of hard to bounce back. And once you're in a hole, you can become one dimensional and kind of all that. But obviously did not go our way, as Bus fans. But I was wondering about you, man. Did you have your hands up for the game? What was your thing this game?
Well, this game, so now since I done came to 3, this is my 3rd game because I did TCU, Nebraska. I was on a cruise, then called Oregon. All right. So with this game, I was more locked in. Like as in, I knew the players, they done seen me now. Everybody see me. Everybody, Coach Chaney was like, bro, you everywhere. Boy, you everywhere. I'm dapping up everybody, man. I'm telling everybody, bless them. I actually, man, went up and down the field, around the field, up, down, all over that field, man, praying over that field for them boys, man. It just didn't go our way that day. It didn't go our way from jump. It didn't go our way. And it was nothing you could do about it because the way that the stadium is set up, every time they holler, you cannot hear nothing. So if your play ain't correct, it's a wrap. You're not gonna get that play off. It's just over. Like that's how loud it was.
Well, I think it was looking forward. It's kind of nice to just, I feel like, get our toughest challenge out of the way. I think Oregon on the road is probably the toughest. That or Utah, I guess, to end the season. Those are going to be our toughest road matches, and I think our team is going to be. They're going to learn from this and become better. I think they're a better team, than what they showed on Saturday. No doubt. What are your thoughts, going into USC? What are some things that, that you would like to see or, correct? Yeah.
I watched 2 games of that. Well, I watched 3 now. But the first 2 games I watched was San Jose State with the first one, and a recent one with Arizona State. And with what I seen in both of those, San Jose State fought them to the second quarter. Arizona State, which I thought was a cupcake, may not be a cupcake, or USC ain't good as we think they are, but I don't know yet. That game went all the way to the probably middle of the fourth with Arizona State fighting. They were fighting to win that game. They might have didn't think they was, but it looked like it on film with the highlights I seen. And what I seen was he's not gonna throw more than 20 to 25, and on a real good day, 30 passes. But if he throw 20 or 25, he gonna complete by 18 of them. So if he throw 21, he gonna complete by 18. That's how it look. He completed by 18 to 21 passes each of the 4 games. He run around, he scramble, he'll get them in. You gotta really, and they wide receivers, they must do a straight drill on when he shake out, go get to him. Follow whichever way you think he going, and they be ready. I'm talking about when he go to scrambling. This is what I figured out. When he goes and scramble, the DB cannot worry about where he at. Find your wide receiver and stick him. You gotta lead the front 7 or the front whatever to the linebackers and linemen. Do not look at that boy. Look at your wide receiver, because they know what's going on. They follow him everywhere. And then they got a running back. Well, they got 2. One of them I interviewed, Austin Jones. He gonna told it, but they was really giving it to that number 0. That 0, that boy be running. So if we could slow that run game down, get some 3 and outs, and then go score, get some 3 and outs, then go score, and contain him from doing them shake around and throw that thing, man, we could be in there and get this game, man. Now, yes, we gotta play better on the O-line, D-line. We got to play better in the quarterback, the wide receivers, the running backs, the linebackers, secondary, all that. We got to play better. We got to play a great game, because it ain't going to be no cakewalk. We got to come with it, because they done been in these fights. They know what time it is. So we can get them. It's just they got to go out there and do it. Like, we can actually win this game, but they have to go out there and win it.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think pretty much everything that could go wrong, went wrong this past weekend. And I think, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for us to show improvement. I think one thing, I guess there's a couple positives that you can take out of the game, small positives. Jaquez got into his first game, and got that interception, that was great. I'm interested to hear your thoughts too, because it was nice to see Cormani out there making a couple plays. He made the tackle on that fake punt that kind of ended up sealing the game. But then you saw him get in the 4th quarter, make a really textbook tackle, force that fumble. Do you think we'll see a little bit more of him this week? That's what I'm hoping for.
Man, listen, we could want to see him, but it's people that want to be out there, and he want to be out there too. But it's people closer to the league than he is. So who you think gonna play? If I'm closer to the league, ain't no freshman finna beat me out. I'm finna get to this NFL. Oh man, didn't even realize I'm at the game, and God just blessing me, man. I'm at the game, and a lady on Twitter, she tweeted and said she met me, she saw me. But I didn't get to speak with her, but I retweeted it. And then I met the assistant general manager of the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. I thought he was a scout, and I didn't hear him tell me that. Man, he gave me, man, listen, he told me whenever I come to Pittsburgh, let him know. I told him my mom really loves Pittsburgh, and she really want to go up there. And I said, man, eventually I'm going to bring her up there, man. I said, God been blessing me to be with Colorado when this thing been rolling. So he said, listen, he gave me his card and everything. He said, hey, let me know when you up there, and I got you. So I'm like, hey, I take that blessing all day, every day. And then I seen Kamani, man. I told Kamani that, appreciate that, Jermaine. I told Kamani when I seen him, I said, boy, you blessed. Don't worry about nothing else. You blessed. Just do your thing. You blessed. And he was like, yeah. I got you. And then he got out there and did his thing. And then right at the end of the game, I seen Kamani and our other Polk County player, his last name Norris. And I told him they was talking to each other. And I said, hey, hold up. Nah, get them jerseys back, man. Let me take a picture of y'all boys. Bam, they took the picture. And man, listen, man, that was the Polk County boys. And we had some other Polk County boys out there, but we didn't get to link them all up. And then I knew the running back coach too. And I hollered at him, and he was talking, and him and T.O. was talking. So, I done met T.O. already, but now T.O. talking to coach, and I'm hollering at coach. And then coach like, hey, me and him went to Tennessee Chattanooga together. And then I told T.O., I said, man, I didn't know you played in the Senior Bowl till they did it recently. Like they posted that he was in the Senior Bowl. He's like, yeah, I was out there. And then we talked a little bit. Man, listen, that thing was loud. All I could think about was, wow, what this is a cheat code, bro. It was really a cheat code. If you know, they say Texas A&M got the 12th man, Seattle got the 12th man. Well, God dog it, Oregon, they got every man. That is every man. That's the whole state. They had the whole state in there talking about, oh, and you couldn't hear. Just imagine if I wanted to talk to you and they was hollering, we would just be doing this. That's what it would have been, bro. That's how loud it was. It was ridiculous. Like I literally felt bad for the offense, and I said, dog, I don't know how we gonna do it. Like, how can you call a play when it's that loud? Like, nobody understand how loud this was. The 6th largest crowd in history. That's what Coach Prime bring. So every away game, just expect that thing to be packed.
Man. I feel like we got to upgrade our speakers here in Boulder just to prep us for that noise, because man, like it looked, you know how you can kind of get that feel on TV, like it just looks loud, Not surprised at all to hear that it was just a really hard environment.
It is, man. It is like you gotta take them out, or they gonna take you out. And they was ready to try to dog us. Then you done heard I know you done probably heard all the news today about what all the coaches did, but it is what it is. I just really believe that I'm gonna be real with you. Excuse me. I believe this picture is setting up for something amazing, y'all. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think we'll have, now it could go any kind of way. Man, we can go with only one loss and ride out, or we can end up with maybe 2 or 3 losses. And I'm talking about really have a great number. Like, we really got a team that can do it. It's just, we got that bend but don't break mentality. But if we can get past that and get into, man, I'm finna bust your mouth while I'm out here, which I know they want that. But if they can really turn that corner and get into that, whoo, that ain't finna be for real.
Man, I think you're right. And I think, again, I do think this offensive line is better than what we've seen. I would love to see us just at least commit to establishing a run game a little bit more, making, I think there is going to be opportunity to exploit USC's defense, like using a lot of motion, doing some different RPOs. But like we can't approach it one-dimensional. And I think if the offense, like if there just is a commitment to establishing the run, you're going to see them do better. But I'm not giving up on this offensive line yet. Would I like to see, maybe a substitution or two, kind of get some of our bigger size guys in there? Sure. But I think you're going to see improvement with both of these lines as we move forward. Oregon's a tough test.
Well, it was a tough test there. I like when they went to Texas Tech, they didn't look like that same team. But when we came there, they had that stadium and they crowd to back them. And then as far as us, I believe y'all know that when we do them little dink and don'ts, that's really like a run game. Like that's technically a run game. Because he said height, bam. That's 3, 4, 5 yards. Height, bam. So even though we technically don't got the run game the way we want it, it can appear and show up. Hopefully it does this game. And we do, and we play a completely, and we do what we do. But if not, we still got them little dinks and don'ts that really turn into a run, and then the real run when we need it. So it can play out. We just got to come with it.
Yeah.
We got to come get it.
And we'll reset, man. And I'm just confident. I'm confident we're going to see this team play much better this week. And I mean, both of us are going to be there. So, I mean, they got to play better, right? You're still planning to come here this weekend?
Yeah. I'm out here. I'm out there. I leave Friday. And then somebody said something in the chat. I can't see who it is, but somebody said Oregon was all over the place. Because, see, remember, Oregon got tore up by Georgia. And they came back and still had a good season. What I believe, honestly, is everything is stacked up against us. Everybody say we don't have an O-line, D-line like that, but we won 3 games and we're gonna win more, right? I think it's set up for us to show out with the lack thereof, per se, because they say we don't got it, with the lack thereof, and still come out, get 7, 8, 9, 10 win, 11, whatever wins we get, he'll end with a winning season. And they could say we ain't have enough. That's how good God is. He gonna take not having enough and still shine on them. But that's just me. That's just me. I think. And then look at no matter how this month play out, if we end up 4-1 or however it turn, he still has a winning record for the month of September. And then he has 3 games in October. Win 3. Now you still got to win in October. So you won September, you win October, come win December, November. And that's 3 winning months. That's a winning season. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel good about it. Like, yeah, sometimes you just take your licks early. Like you said, Georgia really handled, Oregon. But yeah, or like I think I was listening to the Folsom Frenzy podcast, and they brought up how when Nick Saban first took over Alabama in 2007,
I thought about that.
They had a loss to Louisiana Monroe. Sometimes sometimes you just don't have it. But I'm confident, man. Like, I think a lot of people are threatened about what's going on.
Right.
They want to squash the momentum because I think we're seeing something really exciting being built. And I think a credit to a lot of the Oregon fans, man, because they've built themselves into the powerhouse that they are right now in kind of a non-traditional way, with the whole Nike uniforms changing the game. And most of them that I've interacted with, I mean, they want to see Colorado do well, from that perspective as well, because we're going doing something different. And this is the first year of it, man. And like Coach Prime says, you better get me right now, because it's only uphill from here, man. Yeah, I totally agree. And we got how many big time recruits? Is it true that LeBron James is going to be there this week?
I don't technically know. I can ask and really find out, but I just rather see it on my own when I'm out there. Now, listen, I really don't care about the celebrity stuff like that, but if he out there, I think I will try to get me a old picture. Like, I know he's gonna be standing all over my head, but I will try to get that. And I heard Jay-Z, but I don't know. I will try to get that. I try to get those just because that puts you in a moment like, look how God. Like, honestly, when I was out there at Oregon, all I could think about was last year I didn't even know I would be at these type of places. Now I've been in Dallas, Las Vegas, to Portland, to Eugene, Oregon, to Colorado, Boulder, to Denver. And I ain't never did all that. And then Mexico on the cruise. Like, my whole month of September, you couldn't even dream up a schedule like this. So, man, I'm just locked in. And I'm glad they put in the Arizona State time for the game. So I'm finna look up some flights for that game to see, get my blessings in on that. And then they got the Stanford game. I know that's a late game. Get my blessings in on that. And then I can't remember who that third game is in October. But yeah, I'm ready, man.
Man, I'm ready for you to get here, man. This week is going to be a blast, man. I just feel good about this week. This is finally the year we beat USC. I'm speaking it into existence or into fruition or whatever the expression is, man.
Yeah. This the year. Can you hear me? David.
Anymore.
Dave, you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I'm here.
Oh, anyways, UCLA game. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to happen, man. This is a team of destiny. Imagine. So, I think we can get this win. I want to see it happen. And, going into this year, this matchup was like the third most important matchup for me. So,
hey, y'all, I don't know if y'all see David. I don't see him. But listen, I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll. I hope we shock the whole country. It wouldn't shock us because we believe we can win. But I hope we get that win and we shock the world. The world, because they scared. But I ain't scared. They scared. Yo, you said signal buffering. I try to see if he gonna come back on. Hey, you say USC Hector. Hey, look, I guess this is my show right now. David O. Hey, listen. I believe we got some, y'all. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I believe we got some. I believe we can do something. You back, big dog?
I gotta upgrade my bandwidth, everybody, man. I apologize, but
nah, you know it's all good. You know my stuff
this is destiny, man. We gotta get this first win at USC before we ship them off to get beating the Big Ten, man. Like we just gotta have this. But I was gonna say this. I said this on one of my shows earlier. Man, my Broncos, man. USC or the Oregon game, that was just the appetizer for my Broncos losing 70-20 yesterday.
That's crazy.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. I think Caleb Williams is gonna get his first look at where he's going to be living for the first 15 years of his NFL career. That's what I'm hoping for.
Listen, I believe that man gonna pull I believe Shador and Caleb Williams gonna pull a Peyton Manning and Eli Manning. They ain't gonna go anywhere. They going to a winning team. Watch what I tell you. They gonna go to a winning team. I ain't sending my son to no garbage team. I'm sending I'm doing like Art Manning did. Ain't that his name? Art Manning?
Arch Manning? Or
the dad,
Archie.
The dad. Yeah, Archie Manning. I'm doing like the dad. I'm telling y'all where my son's going, period. That's what I would do if I'm Caleb Williams' dad. That's how I'm doing it. If I'm Coach Prime, that's how I'm doing it. There ain't no you ain't tanking for me. I'm going to a good squad.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I think if Coach Prime is not coaching his kids in the NFL, I think he's definitely going to play a hand in where they are playing in the NFL. We've seen it done before, so it would not surprise me. I just hope, man. I think it would be cool, man, to have him out here. It would be cool to have him out in Atlanta, even though Atlanta hasn't had much success. But hell, even the Dallas Cowboys, man.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are always looking for a new quarterback, right?
They are. Hey, wherever he go, I'm gonna catch me a game. I'm gonna catch me a game. I'm gonna see that boy do what he do.
Me too, man. Well, Colin, again, thank you so much for your time. Apologize for the terrible internet, but look forward to talking with you again.
That be happening to me too. That be happening to me too.
That happens sometimes, but let everybody know where they can follow you, find you, and what to expect from you with your videos for the next coming week.
Hey, well, y'all already know it. Just put in Life in Football, y'all find it all. But what I do want to tell y'all is, man, go grab these blessings. They out here. There is more than you could dream of, and they don't stop. The blessings don't stop. You can go higher and higher and higher and higher. Go get these blessings. That's all I want to tell y'all, man. Go get your blessings. Just like you doing, David. Lock them in, because you like the interview champion now. You the interview man. You the interview man of the Colorado Bucks. You got the whole thing on lock. You own that. That's your area now. You own that.
I'm having so much fun with it, man. I will say something to keep in your mind or in your prayers, whatever. I am trying to get an interview with my favorite Buff of all time out here, Big Alfred Williams, who does he played defensive end on the Buffs team when we won the national championship in 1990, and then he won 2 Super Bowls with the Denver Broncos out here. So he does radio out here. He signed my hat at Broncos training camp when I was a kid. I tweet him every week trying to get his attention, but he's not on Twitter very much. So I'm trying.
Tell me what his face look like, so when I see him, man, I could go and put that word in, because I know I probably see him. Eventually, I'm gonna see him. So yeah, send me what he look like and everything, and then we could I can see what I could do, man, because I'm probably gonna bump into him. I know I'm gonna bump into him. Like, everybody be at Colorado, so it ain't no telling who you gonna see.
Big Al, I'll send you a photo, but yes, it would be a dream of mine to chat with him. And yes, but it's going to happen, man. It's going to happen when the time's right. I'm confident. So thanks again for everything, Colin. I really appreciate you. And hopefully hopefully I can run into you, at the game or something like that. We'll
Right,
just
right,
see
right.
how
You
it goes.
should.
Another 10 a.m. start though.
Right, you should. You should.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks again for tuning in. It's always a pleasure doing story time with Colin Moore from Life in Football. We
Oh,
will see
I do
you
want to
all.
give you this piece. I'm gonna give you this piece and I get y'all. I give you this piece. Bro, on the way to the airport, I underestimated my time. It was hard as ever to get out of Eugene to on the road. Boy, it was so hard. My flight kept changing times. And I'm calling my wife, I'm calling my homeboy. I'm like, hey, what happened if I gotta catch another flight? I don't want to be stuck out here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lord help me. So I asked God right at the end. I say, Lord, please, can you switch this time one more time for me? He switched it to 9:03. I got to the airport 8:37.
Oh
I
my
parked that
God.
car. I'm running, and I ain't really been running like I should have been running. So I'm running. I get tired. Oh, I'm running again. I get tired. I'm running. I finally made it up there. I called the dude. I said, call the people. Tell them I'm coming. Tell them don't leave me. I don't want to get left. Come on. He said, you probably ain't going to make it. I said, please tell them. I made it to the location. I say, hey, ma'am, did I make it? She said, hold on. They loading up. Let me see what I can do. I said, I was trying to breathe so hard so she'll feel bad for me. I was, oh, 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 oh. But she called him, and I'm trying to breathe even harder. Oh, I was running, ma'am. Ma'am, I was running. It was hard. It was hard, ma'am. So she said, oh, he can come? I couldn't tell what she was saying. I was like, tell him, please tell him. It's just me. Please, please. Man, they let me on that plane, man. It was only like 50 people on there. I was like, why they was tripping? Let me on this darn plane, man. Bro, I was so happy when they let me on that plane. Bro, I asked God, please. I know I should have left early. Please switch my time. Man, he switched it one more time for me. Boy, I was so happy. Boy, and imagine if I didn't run. If I didn't run, I would have missed it. I was breathing so hard. Oh, then I had to pee real bad. And the people said, what you got in your bag, sir? I said, I don't have nothing in this bag. Give me my bag so I can go. I got to pee. I got to make the flight. I got to go. Y'all live in Portland. I got to go. They was like, you got something in here. I said, man, I ain't got nothing in here. I got clippers. Then they said, nah, you got something else. What, you got a sharp object? I'm like, oh, man, did somebody put something in my bag? God, dog. They poured out water. I'm like, man, I want the darn water. Give me my stuff. Man, I couldn't even put on my shoes. I'm trying to put on my shoes. I'm running. Man, boy. Woo, God bless me. I could have still been in Oregon because of them, man. God
Oh, man.
That's what I wanted to give you, man. My
well,
bad. That's what I wanted to give you.
I'll tell you what, man. You are blessed and highly favored. That is, that is just who you are. And yeah, whenever we're able to meet up, Colin, I need to tell you, this is a story for off air, but I need to tell you about my first day ever in Portland.
Okay.
Maybe eventually I'll share, I'll share it on, but it was the absolute craziest moment of my life.
Right.
And, we'll talk about that at another story time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
that sounds great.
Oregon, on the way to Oregon. In Florida, we got about 3, 4, 5 lanes. You flying, yum, 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 yum. In Oregon, bro, you got lane 1 and 2. So if the traffic bad from the game, it's a wrap. You stuck. Your flight better be way later. Don't have it in a few hours after the game. Way later. So if I ever go to Oregon again, my flight gonna be way after. I ain't worrying about that no more. So when I get ready to go to Arizona State, I gotta make sure how close the airport is to the stadium so I can get up out of there. Cause hey, I ain't playing Russian roulette no more. Never again. But yeah, man, that's it, man. I ain't gonna hold you no more.
Well, I love it, man, and I'm glad you won't have to deal with that this week. I mean, you've already been to DIA, so you know how it is.
Yeah.
But man, looking forward to this week. It's a pleasure talking with you every Monday, as always. We'll be back later this week, and for story time after USC. But hopefully we can get this win, get the 4 and
Yes.
1, and then I'm gonna be a rich man from hitting that over under 3.5 wins, baby. That
What
yeah,
what
Lord
what
willing,
you would
let's take
get
care of
for
it.
it? What you would get for it?
I will get about $300 profit from that. So that would be really nice,
Well, I
man.
thought you were finna tell me you finna get 4, 5, 300 meals, something like that. Big old crazy numbers. I about to say, give me some too then.
I wish I bet my life savings on it, but
No, don't do
you
that,
know,
because boy, they lose, boy. You gonna be one sick joker, boy. Boy, you gonna be
yeah,
sick.
it's gonna feel nice, man. But hopefully we can take care of it. And yeah, thanks again, everybody, for checking in. I'm gonna go make some dinner, but appreciate every single one of you. Be sure to subscribe to Colin, hit a like because I play for clicks, and we'll see y'all later. Let's
Peace.
go, Buffs, everyone.